Welcome to Not Your Average Neighbor, the podcast celebrating inspiring individuals and the amazing work they do in our community. I'm Ann Roshar, your host, inviting you to join me as we shine a light on stories of resilience, connection, and good news. Let's build a neighborhood that uplifts and inspires, one story at a time. Howdy, neighbors. It's your hostess with the mostest, Ann Roshar, not your average neighbor, not your average realtor, by the way. And I'm coming to you live from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And today I have a very special guest that I'm excited to introduce to my neighborhood. But first, I like to shout out a neighbor, and I'm shouting out about 20 neighbors in this little love speech that I'm going to give everyone. And that is Miss Tim's second grade class. This is my third week of teaching junior achievement, and we're talking about my community and what community means and how you make an impact in your community, which is, if you know me, totally my vibe. So I just want to shout out and say hi, neighbors, to my second grade class, and I'm excited to see you again. Okay, so now before we bring her in, let me just chat up how amazing my guest is for today. Her name is Alexandra Braasksma, and she is a fellow realtor right here in Cedar Rapids. She is a mama, she is a wife, she is a realtor, she is a badass, and she is the life of the party. So please help me welcome Alexandra Braasksma. Why do I feel like, yay? Why do I feel like Alexandra's not what I call you? I call you Alex.
My 4-year-old is one of the few people who calls me by my given name, my government name, right? It's my 4-year-old calls me Alexandra. Excuse me, Alexandra.
Well, I wonder where she got that from.
Yes, thank you for the intro. That was very sweet of you.
Well, you are so welcome. I just adore you, as you know, and we are not only fellow realtors, but we are on the CRAR, Cedar Rapids Area Association of Realtors board. We are fellow board members.
Yes.
So we get to collaborate not in a deal yet. I can't believe we haven't had a deal yet, but we get to collaborate and make our members feel heard and bring fun, exciting things to our membership. And I'm just so glad to be in business with you and friendship.
I know. I feel like we could talk for days. This podcast probably isn't enough time.
No, not at all. But we will do our best to keep it succinct, and my ADD try not to go all over the place.
You and me both. We could just go like this and just never come back to whatever our real topic is today.
Absolutely. So I would like to start out with, because I do this interesting kind of your journey on how you started in real estate.
So it's currently 2026? My real journey in real estate started in 2013. I was working for a cell phone company and just had a couple of repeat customers who were in real estate who said, hey, we think you'd be really good at this. And then I learned very quickly it's a full commission job. And within 2 weeks of starting classes to get my license, I found out I was pregnant with my oldest child. And I was like, I can't do this. So I just kind of backed out. And then I ended up in corporate America. And one of the things I think you probably appreciate about this job too is we don't do the same thing every day. As much as we wish sometimes transactions were exactly the same, they're never the same.
Never.
But I got really bored doing the same thing 9 to 5 every day. So I just did it. I just I gave my husband, it was kind of like a reverse ultimatum. I was like, it's August. I'm quitting my job December 38th. I'm done. You either have stick with me or that's it. And he's like, okay, good luck. And then I got my license. And that was it.
That is amazing. Well, I know you are a huge influence on new realtors, especially because you teach in you work for Skogman Realty right here in Cedar Rapids, and so you are an instructor for the fresh blood that comes in. And what is your favorite thing about being an instructor? Like, I feel like you're so good at it, but did you know that you were instructor material always?
That feels like I want to come off sounding, I don't know, it feels like almost like braggadocious, right? To say yes to that. I have found myself in a leadership track in almost every job I've ever had, whether that be like going to be a supervisor or going into just training other people, even if that wasn't my real title. For me, it's about the giving back part of it. I know that every step of the way in my career and through school and different things, there have been people who let me practice with them, right? And so I love the feeling of being able to be that person who I understand you're new. It's okay. I'm not judging you. Like, I just want to help you be better. And so like, that's why I do it, if that makes sense.
No, it absolutely does. And it's not braggadocious at all. You are a boss, and let's just call a spade a spade. I'm on.
I just really love, I mean, you get to talk about the ins and outs of the business. I like that there's right and wrong. I like that the classes that I get to teach are black and white answers. And so like, here's the right answer. And that one always throws me off when people ask questions that are like way forward thinking. And you're like, we'll get into the gray areas of real estate later. Like, just table that for now. So, yeah.
So I just took the instructor course at my brokerage, and one of the attendees was like, a good thing to do when students ask questions is give them sticky notes and put them on a whiteboard and say, this is the parking lot, and we'll park this for now. And if we have time, we'll come back to it later. And so that is just a little tip. If you never heard of that before, you probably have. So just let's park it and we'll get back to it, because I have ADD. I need to focus on my vibe, my jam, teaching you. And then maybe if we get back to it, and chances are we won't get back to it because I don't know the answer.
I'm a huge resources person. I agree with you though. Like, sometimes we don't get back to it, but I love knowing your resources. This is off topic, but I'm going to tell you really quickly. One of the sexiest things my husband has ever done is when I was pregnant with our youngest kid, I said, hey, what's your company's like maternity paternity leave? And he goes, I don't know, 1 second. And within like 3 minutes, he had gone to his like little work resources, pulled up the guide, and was like, blah, 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 blah. And I go, that is the sexiest thing I've ever seen.
So people, this is who we're working with. She loves rules. She loves black and white. We just we co-instructed to our fellow realtors in March, and kind of gave them some scenarios, and she was the one to bring the receipts, as we say, and make sure that we had the clarification, and this is what it is. Yes, in real estate, things should be black and white, but many times they're very gray and cloudy and blurry, and you're like, please, I don't want to go to real estate jail.
Yeah, I don't want to end up there at all.
Ever. So I had the extreme pleasure to be roommates with you for an evening in end of January, early February of this year. And as we were attending an event, and you came up and hung out, and we just got to know each other a little bit better. But also you shared with me a very intimate story that you were like, I want to talk about this on your podcast. And I said, absolutely. So I'm just going to kind of give you the floor right now and have you talk about this colorful. It's just like my glasses, right? Like I put on different glasses for my vibe, but you put on different wigs for your vibe. So please share with us this amazing story.
Yeah. So this is a wig. My daughter, my 12-year-old, asked me this morning what wig I was going to wear for this. And I said, I don't know, maybe I should just do something that looks more natural so that if people didn't know ahead of time, they would be like, wow, that's a wig, right? But yeah, really, around the same time I was contemplating getting into real estate, I started really experiencing thinning hair. And I was in my early 20s. And as you know, like, not just with women, I think it's true of men too, but like that's part of your identity that can make or break your confidence level. And I didn't realize how much my thinning hair was affecting my confidence, or how much I was cutting my head out of pictures without realizing I was doing it. I don't even remember why it got brought to my attention one day. And I just was like, oh my gosh, maybe I should try to wear a wig. And that's kind of where that journey started. Like, it was just it was weird. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was really weird.
So thinning hair in your 20s, like
Mhm.
that's a big deal. Yeah, definitely a confidence deflator.
Downer. It's a downer.
Yeah, when you're trying to, look and feel your best and navigate new adulthood, and you just want to be the best version of you. So I feel like a lot of women my age now are dealing with the menopausal, perimenopausal hair loss, as
Mhm.
well as terazepatide users are experiencing hair loss. And I just feel like we need to make wigs feel normal because it's a vibe, and you get to decide every day who you're going to be today. You are professional, Alex, today, but what are the other colors of wigs that you have? You told me, how many wigs do you have?
I have upwards of 85 wigs. I mean, I know for a fact I have 85. It's somewhere between 85 and 100. That's kind of like every time I say that out loud, this is the first time I'm saying it publicly, right?
I love it. Thank you.
It might be a problem. No, I have a ton of wigs, and I will say some of them are duplicates. So like, think about a pair of shoes you buy and you're like, I love this pair of shoes. What happens if they get discontinued? Or I want one in every color because they're so comfortable. That's how my wigs are. I find a style I like, and then I just keep buying the same style in different colors or the same color so I can replace it.
Right, absolutely. And so your journey, and I think the reason why I one friend that I'm thinking of in particular, I'm like, dude, wear a wig. It's not going to hurt or kill you or anything. Like, I hate that there's hesitation in that there's this, idea that wearing a wig is like,
There's
I
definitely a stigma. Like, you and I
think,
both love reality TV. So I
yes.
will tap into reality TV for just a second. I used to watch the Kardashians when they first started on TV. Like, I was just of the right age where I was the right demographic. Stopped watching it, whatever. Kind of learned that I just wasn't a vibe as much anymore. However, the one thing, there's probably two things I can give them credit for. One, they're great business people. Whether or not you like them or like their products, they know what they're doing and their businesses are successful. So let's give them credit for that. Two,
Mhm.
I think they helped with the mainstream concept of changing your hair on a regular basis. As a biracial woman, I grew up in a white household, and I always felt that I just kind of more gravitate towards a white community, right? So I felt almost this stigma of wearing a wig because I fall into this comfort category in a Caucasian household. If I had grown up in a Black household, that
Yeah.
stigma wouldn't be there as much, right? Because that's just what you do. You've got to weave, you wear a wig, like it's just normal.
Mhm.
That just wasn't what I was
Mhm.
exposed to. Um,
Mhm.
my
Mhm.
mom, she's white, and she started experiencing thinning hair very early as well. And she started wearing wigs. And I got to a point one day where I was like, okay, if my white mom in Iowa can do this, I can do this. Actually, I brought my original wig to show you. Should I?
Please show us.
Okay. This one's it's she's for a really long time. And I don't name them. I know some people do, and they usually come with a name. But this one's special because it has these clips. So this one's almost more like kind of like the concept of a toupee.
Like a hair topper.
Yeah.
That's what I
So
see
when
on
I got this
TikTok.
one, this is the OG. I wore this for probably a year and a half. Human hair. I took really good care of it. And I would wear this one and it would just clip into my existing hair, which I do have under this. But I started experiencing like tension alopecia in those spots. And then that
Oh,
was what caused some transition into just your traditional wig.
wow, really?
Mhm.
So because it was so snapped in, it was making your hair even
Yeah.
thinner?
Well, it's just because you put it in the same spot every day, right? It had like I could move the part around and everything, but I would just you put it on, it sits in a specific place, and then those clips were just pulling on those couple pieces in the same spots. And so I started noticing that. And credit to my husband, I got to a point where I was like, I kind of want to change my hair. And he goes, okay, so just do it. And I was like, look, please don't be offended by this, but I also want to be a dress person and I'm just not a dress person. And he goes, what do you mean? Like classic dude. What do you mean you're not a dress person? Just wear a dress. And I go, that's not how this works at all. And he's like, so correct me if I'm wrong. If you just started wearing dresses, like you would be a dress person. So if you just started changing your hair, then I said, but what if people know? And he's like, isn't that like he was just so confused. But he was extremely encouraging. So I bought a cheap wig off of Wish. And does Wish even still exist?
I don't know. I'm
I
not
bought like
sure.
a $4 wig. Okay. What you spend is what you get.
First tip for all of our listeners, what you spend is what you get.
Yes.
And yes, there are costumey wigs out there, right? And wish is you wish in one hand and reality hits in the other, right?
Yeah, so I bought some really cheap wigs and it was an eye-opening experience. And then I just kind of started playing with different things and I started watching lots of reviews on YouTube and yeah, it just kind of evolved into a problem.
Into now 85 wigs.
Yeah, of all colors and lengths and you've seen so many of them, honestly.
Right, but I just love it so much. And I guess so my message for this podcast is do the damn thing. If you feel like being a dress person, be a dress person. If you feel like being a wig person, be a wig person. Who gives a rat's ass what anyone else thinks? I just chopped off my hair 2 years ago, almost to the day. And I was like, because sometimes it gets real poofy. And then other times I'm like, I wish I could just like put a ponytail in or whatever. So I actually bought a wig recently, and you are going to give me a tutorial
Yes.
offline on how to, put the wig on properly. But for our friends who are listening, let's just start with what's the process? Like, how much time does it take to wear a wig? What the care tips, all of that stuff.
I have perfected my flow. And I think that that's like the first important thing to know is everyone's hair journey is their own journey. I have contemplated shaving my head numerous times. I'm a little bit vain. So I made the mistake in my eyes of asking my oldest daughter a few years ago. Like I had worked up this courage. I was like, all right, I'm just going to shave my head. I'm going to do it. And I said something to her and she started crying. And that really set because I think that I project onto my children unconditional love and I think as parents that like you would like to believe your kids love you unconditionally, but they haven't really learned that quite yet. And so she was just really like, she didn't realize kind of the impact it was going to have. And I've never told, but everyone's journey is so different. It's so unique and you have to do what's right for you. So I still have natural hair, which means for me in the morning, it takes less than 5 minutes. So actually yesterday I had a new client consultation and I had been at home all day and I had to be at the office at 5:30 and at 4:45 I got up, I put on a wig, I put on some clothes, touched up a little makeup and then came into the office. So I mean it's so fast. But But yeah, I mean, it's just you put on if you have hair, you put on a cap. I also through this process learned I have a very small head, like child baseball cap small.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's something that's important to know when you actually look into the process of getting a wig because they are different sizes. So it's not necessarily a one size fits all.
Mhm.
So I did learn that. So I actually have to wear, I brought some stuff to show you.
Please.
I actually wear this. It's a wig grip and it's made of velvet, just Velcros. It's adjustable. So I put on a wig cap and then I put this on, and then this is just wherever your part goes for your wig. And
Okay.
this helps the wig stay on my exceptionally small head without sliding off. So never pull
And I
anything.
like how it's like see-through there, so it's where your part is, then it looks
Yes.
like it's
So yeah, you just move it. So if you have a left side part, you put it here. If you have a right side part, you put it here. Center part, put it here.
And do you clip it too? Like
the wig itself.
well, even that, do you clip that or no? That just helps the wig
This is
cap
just
stay on.
Velcro. So like you put on your wig cap,
Okay.
which also come in different skin tones. So like you would want to get one like yours. If you bought one of these, it'd be really lightly colored because you're white,
Okay.
in case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, well, I look real white today, man.
But the other thing to remember is that like your scalp typically doesn't see the sun, right? So even my skin tone on my face and whatever is darker than my part would typically be. So you just try to buy one that if you want to make it look natural, right? That would match more what your scalp color would be. And then because I have a small head, I put this on. I've seen a lot of other like influencers and stuff wear these anyway, just because it provides you that security. Do you remember when you had long hair when people would hug you and it would like
Yes.
Yes. So this helps any like pulling of your wig.
Okay.
And then what else? That's kind of the process. It depends on what wig I'm wearing then after that. So I brought more. I brought you.
Yay.
So this one has
who's your wig dealer? Do you have one dealer that you deal with, or is it many?
It's many. Okay, so in full transparency, the OG was a close to $1,000 investment.
Holy moly.
This was a really unique story. There's a company in Cedar Rapids, Hair Restoration Center. It's out by Duffy's Auto. And they specialize in hair loss and wigs and toppers and things like that. They measured my curls. They figured out exactly what color my hair was. This is human hair. So they essentially like permed it to be my curl pattern. So that when I put that on, it was seamless with the hair I had at the time and what that curl pattern looked like. I'm sorry, I can't afford to keep that up.
No.
So I started.
What are your typical wigs cost you now?
This one is a built-in headband and it's also human hair, and this one was probably $200.
Okay.
The one I'm wearing right now is synthetic and cost me $28.
Yeah, but I've seen that one in real life and it looks very lifelike.
Yeah.
So it just depends on did you read reviews? Like, how did you start figuring out which companies were good?
It definitely started with a quick Google search, like how do you buy a wig? How do you, figure out what's right for you? I started watching reviews. I also Googled like wig influencers because I thought they're the ones who are going to give me real-time feedback of if they like it, if they don't. That's where I learned about shedding. So like when you buy it, you have to brush it out to get all those loose fibers out. That's how I learned.
And do you have to use a special brush? Because my wig came with a special brush.
You can, but no.
And how often do you wash your wigs?
It depends on how often I wear it. So because like this one's synthetic, the more I wash it, the faster it's gonna break down. So I like this one has it's called a lace front, which means it comes with like a mesh lining on the outside head. So you can cut it to make it look like your hairline. So when I wear these, shout out to Got to Be, I just use hair gel instead of like a wig glue because this I know I can wash really easy. And so this can get sticky on the edge of my lace. So after probably 2 or 3 wears, I'll wash it. Or if I go outside
Okay.
and it's windy, I'll wash it. Um,
And do you use your regular shampoo or is there?
I do. I'm sure that there's people out there who are like, don't do that. But
Yeah.
it's such a gentle process. You basically fill the sink with a little bit of shampooy water and you just kind of run it in and like you're so gentle with it. And then I condition it just like you would your hair. And then you let it dry and then you brush it. Don't brush it before it's dry. You let it dry first.
Oh, okay. And then how long
Um,
does it usually take them to dry?
a few hours for sure. It depends on what type of hair it is. If it's human hair, how thick or like what that's considered the density, what
And
kind of
if it's
density it
human
is.
hair, can you use a blow dryer?
You can, absolutely. Yeah.
What about synthetic? Have you tried it on that?
I'm not gonna lie to you. My natural hair is extremely curly. If you've seen my
Yeah.
youngest child, you know what her
Yeah.
curly hair looks like. My hair is naturally curly. I did not grow up learning how to do anything to my hair other than straighten it.
Oh,
So I don't effectively know how to use a curling iron or a blow dryer other than to get water out. So I just let all my wigs naturally dry. And a lot of the times when you get a synthetic one, it comes with a built-in style. So like any wave you see here is just permanently in this hair.
really?
Yeah. So I wash it and air dry it and it looks just like this.
Wow.
So
It looks really good.
thanks.
So, does your husband have a favorite wig?
No, well, actually, that's a lie. I ask him all the time because if he said, I love this wig, I would wear it all the time.
Right.
He is partial to the OG. And it's because he's like, that's how I met you. Like, that's the Alex that I like immediately think about. But he will tell me, I ask him all the time, like, what do you think? This hair with this outfit or this hair with this outfit?
I love that so much. You
Yeah.
know, I love accessories. So
Yes.
we need to break the stigma that wigs are not a part of the outfit. Come on.
My business card has a purple wig on it.
I
So,
love your business card.
yeah.
But
I
you
thought
know,
about
I used to have pink. I did, gosh, about 2021, I think I did pink hair on the bottom. And I was real worried what people were going to think. And then I'm like, I don't give a shit. Why do we care? Why do
Yeah.
we care?
I wish I could tell you why we care, but I think I have a tattoo sleeve now, and that's helped me care a lot less because I think part of it too is like the timing that we grew up and we were told if you have this, you can't get a job or this, you can't be successful. And we obviously now we know that's not true, especially as some of those older generations are aging out of whatever position they're in.
Right.
I did just have another realtor though, very well respected, tell me I made the comment that I was thinking about getting a leg sleeve, and I asked ChatGPT to draw it up for me, and I made the mistake of showing her, and she's like, "Don't. If you do that, you'll never be able to work with anyone over the age of 50 again." And I was like, "What?"
Or just wear pants. No, I'm
That's
just
what I
kidding.
was like, "What?" It's fine.
Well, I think you do you, boo. And that is the moral of this wig sharing story. And I just really appreciate and feel very special that you felt comfortable to share this with me and my neighbors. And again, like we're going to hook up Alex if you have questions and have been contemplating because of thinning hair, like you just want to rock a wig. Alex is your gal. We
I
will
think
hook you up.
it's totally acceptable. Totally acceptable.
Absolutely. So that this permission that we're giving our friends is the permission that they need to at least try it out. Like
I think the other thing too, right, is to remember how many people do you know who have extensions? That's no different.
exactly,
And half the people,
exactly
you don't even realize they have extensions unless they tell you,
right.
because that process has gotten so good.
And by the way, like the wig or extensions should somewhat match the face. All I gotta say.
I don't
Sometimes I'm like,
disagree.
oh, look at that pretty hair, and then I'm like, holy shit. Now, no offense, but I mean, I have to say, sometimes be aware.
There are times I'm so strategic. A lot of the times you'll see the wigs I wear, if they're different colors, have a dark root to make it look like I have my hair is just my hair and I've colored it, like so that ombre effect. But there have absolutely been times where I'll wear a hair that's like a different color and I'll think, oh, this doesn't match my current skin tone because it's December in Iowa, but I can pull this off better in July because I can. So I told you already, I'm vain though. So I pay attention to that stuff.
Same. No, I mean, we all are, and that's why we care. I guess that's why we care, because we all want to feel like it's approved. But we are telling people right now, it is approved. Wig out as much as you want, and Alex can be your wig fairy godmother.
I can't wait to see the one you bought.
Oh yeah, well, I could go get it, but I mean, let's not, because this is a lot. And have you, I guess one other thing, because I think, speaking of length, and I feel like the reason why I haven't worn it is because it's a little too long for the age that I am.
Whatever.
Do you have you like cut?
I have cut a time. It was during COVID, and I ordered this beautiful lavender long wig, and it was still fairly new into me trying new things. And I will never again criticize anyone who cuts hair, because I about lost my mind.
Yeah.
It was like a 36-inch wig, which doesn't, like, in my mind didn't sound that long, but then I have to remind myself that's a yardstick. Like, the length of that is an entire yardstick.
And
anyway.
by the way, you're tall as it is, so it probably didn't seem like that would be that long.
That's half of my body.
But still, could you imagine me with a 36-inch wig? I'd be like it from the Addams Family.
So that's the only time I've ever cut one, other than some of them that have bangs. They come really long, and I'll just kind of trim those up.
Yeah.
But no, one time, and I'll never do it again.
And how do you store your wigs? I see that one was in a box. Do you have like head mannequins?
Okay, well, no, I do. I have a couple, because you're supposed to take them out of the package, put them on there a couple days before you want to wear it, so it doesn't look like it came out of a box. But because I have 80 something of them, I had to come up with a more effective storage solution. So I bought these bags off of Amazon, and then I just put what it was. So this one says human hair headband, and
nice.
I only have a handful of those, so they all go together. But then I realized I couldn't see them, so I started keeping the packages, and they come in like a package like this. And I started storing them outwards like this on a shelf in my closet, so I can reference the photo.
I love that. That is organized. That is very organized, which I don't find to be crazy, because I know your personality, and I feel like that is very on par with.
I still have a chair in my room full of clothes. I still have the counter where like the ones I wear all the time just live, and that's not organized. Don't ask my husband.
No. And listen, yesterday spent most of my day clearing off my bathroom / closet floor, because it's where everything lives. And I was like, my husband, I'm like, hey, FYI, it may not look like much, but you can see the floor and walk on it. So
I walked into my room a couple days ago. I looked at my clothes. They're all clean. They're just in a basket. And I said, I'm going to put you guys away today. And my husband goes, they don't believe you.
Well, ain't that the truth? I mean, it's just like, okay, we do what we can, right? Yeah. And then sometimes life's a mess as well.
It's fine.
But before we wrap up, because we are both rock star realtors, let's just dig into the summer house of it all real quick. I just watched last night's episode. Did you?
Yes.
I think West sitting on Amanda was gosh. I was like, did I see that right? And then
the daybed,
I didn't see this part because I probably wasn't paying attention. She's like, tell me how my butt looks. I'm like,
okay, so He invites a bunch of girls, right, to this party and then starts making out with one of them. Okay. And then they're laying on that day bed and okay, I'm a firm believer now that something is already happening at that summer. Like I'm convinced.
Yeah.
And so she goes over to the day bed because she's jealous.
Yes.
And then she says, watch my butt as I walk away. So I'm convinced of it, that there was something going on. Now I have a question for you. It's unsummer house related.
Okay.
Are you team Dorit and Bose or Kyle, Erica, and Sutton? Have you kept up on Beverly Hills?
Yes, I want to say I'm one at this point. Like, honestly, shut the fuck up. You guys hate each other. Obviously, you don't like each other. You're not in the same, like, I can't do much more of this. And I do think that Kyle needs to take a pause. I feel like Dorit definitely needs a pause. I love Bose. I love her friendship and how, she's really a good friend to Dorit, but Dorit does not know how to be a good friend back, really.
It's bothering me that she's the time.
Oh my God, it's so absolutely, and this isn't new.
Right.
This is disrespectful.
Yes.
And so we need to be telling Dorit that we're really getting ready an hour and a half before, and then she'll be on time. Like it's so disrespectful. I do find Amanda the worst possible.
Here's the thing. I think West is like, he just is what he is.
No, I met Amanda Francis.
Oh, we switched back. Sorry, that was my bad.
No.
I don't know about her right now because I feel like every new person that comes into that show just gets completely obliterated by the cast. Like they don't know what they've signed up for. Rachel Zoe has gotten it really easy. Like,
but we loved her on the
fair.
Rachel Zoe project.
That's fair.
And she didn't leave because she was this insane person. She just stopped, it wasn't a part of her brand anymore to do that. I am glad she's back. I am glad that she is kind of team Dorit because I do feel like Dorit is floundering, but also like Kyle trying to have pick sides at her age. I'm pretty sure she's 57. Like I am 53 in June. Don't pick a side. If you have to pick a side, it's not my side.
I will say of the new members in recent years, I feel like Amanda, we saw Crystal come in and she didn't have enough of a backbone to stand up to anybody. Like,
no, now she does. It's very interesting. Now she does. Now that she is off the show, Amanda Francis is I won't say it. My personal opinion is that I've seen her on other things. She was on Selling Sunset or some shit.
I didn't even recognize her until I saw that in a clip later.
I was like, you're a total bitch. You totally manifested buying Kyle's house and being on Beverly Hills. And Kyle is ridiculous for even befriending her. It's like, no, this is not a vibe. Stop pretending she's not your friend. So,
okay, can I ask you one more Bravo question?
Yes.
Have you kept up on Below Deck?
Yes.
Okay, so what do we feel about Ellie? Is she gonna murder someone?
Yes.
I cannot believe she put soap in the eggs. I can believe that because who puts those two bottles next to each other, first of all?
Okay, but also, why is she back? Like, she was not great the first time she was on.
I don't think she really has a fan following enough to be back.
No, I mean, she's beautiful. Congratulations. Go on Instagram. Go on OnlyFans. That's what you want to do.
That's why she's back, is because she creates drama. That's obviously good TV. I mean, I just cannot believe it. I'm just interested to see how it blows up, I guess, at this.
I'm ready for her to be gone. I can say that. And Mike, I thought he was going to be amazing. He's a dumbass. Like, get him off. I love Daisy. I'm real scared that she likes Joelle. I'm real scared about that. I don't want that to happen. Although I know people can change for the better. Joelle is Joelle.
I I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's been better. We've never seen his alter ego on this season. Remember? Wasn't he Jezebel?
Yeah. Jeez Louise. I do love Daisy. She's such a hard worker. She seems like she's just really cares about people. And I don't know. But I don't like really vibing. And to have Ben come back, listen, he has grown a little bit. I am guilty of this as well. I call people honey a lot, or kids, or sweetie. And it's not because I'm trying to be an asshole. It's because I've literally blacked out their name. I cannot think of the name. Like, my brain does not fire quickly as much anymore. So like, but it was a lot. And it was like belittling and a little bit condescending. I always, and even when I work with clients that are younger than me, and if I go, hey kids, I'm like, I am not calling you a kid. It's a term of endearment. Please.
I feel like
Please
that
forgive.
is super normal. And he explained that, right? He's like, look, I'm sorry. But I think editing plays a really big role, right? Like, if you do any kind of reality TV watching for an extended period of time, you know that they show you what they want to show you. And so they
Oh,
will queue
absolutely.
up all of those to be like, ticker tape, like the ticker counter, right? The clicker of here's 10 times he said this. It could have been over like 7 days for all we know.
Right. No,
So,
absolutely. And we're gonna end on there, but Amanda Francis, our lives that we get on below deck boat. Okay. Like,
okay.
let's
Yeah,
manifest
let's
that
do it.
shit. Let's be guests. I want to be on the boat. I will probably not let them take care of me much, which would be very annoying. I don't like people cleaning my room. Like, let me just be a mess and you can pick it up after I leave.
We would have
I'd
some
also
amazing
want to
team.
make my own drinks. I'd be like, just be my friend and sit here
Oh
and
my
hang out.
God. They can't fraternize with the guests, okay?
I mean, but if you say that that's what you want, they have to. So, and then Captain Jason for sure. I want Captain Jason as my captain because,
I kind of like Glenn.
oh my God, who are you?
We just need a whole other podcast day to talk about reality TV.
We absolutely do. We absolutely do. Well, thank you again for just bringing wigs to reality, and let's normalize wigs and fun and lightness and fuck everyone else,
I
right?
agree.
Like, let's just do what feels good in our skin. Final question, kind of. I like to do a favorite song, a favorite thing. Right now, what is your favorite song that you are just turning up and singing out loud to?
Let me look really quick. So I have a heavy rotation playlist in my Apple Music that just auto populates and it updates like every 12 hours and it tells me what it is. So, oh, well, there's my song and then there's my daughter's. My daughter is super into Lip Gloss by Lil Mama right now.
Okay.
So that's been fun. My next one that I'm actually vibing with, where is it? It's called, shoot, what is it called? It's like, I can't find it. Okay, let me look.
To be fair, I didn't prepare you for that,
You
so I'm
didn't.
sorry.
No. Okay. It's called Golden Hour Feeling. And I don't know who it's by. It's called, his name is Massil, 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 Golden Hour Feeling. It's like got this reggaeton vibe to it. And it just like, I found it while I was in Florida on the beach looking for a beach playlist. And I'm just so all about it.
Tomorrow I leave. I cannot wait.
Oh my God, you're going to have so much fun.
Oh, I can't wait. The cloudiness is just not for me.
I'll send you this so you can vibe to it.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, neighbors, for listening. We had so much fun today. Thank you, Alex, for being here. And don't forget, neighbors, to like, follow, share, all the things. Not your average neighbor. And let's make wigs normal. Okay, bitches, let's do this. Have a great week, friends. Yay!